You know that common piece of health advice we all hear? Make sure you get your vitamin D. Well, what if I told you that the way most of us are doing it is not just incomplete, but it could actually be silently harming you? Yeah, we're about to dive into why.
I mean, just listen to that quote. Their arteries have turned into stone pipes. That's from a cardiac surgeon describing patients who did everything right, followed their doctor's orders to the letter, and this was the result. It's a crazy medical mystery that points to a huge, fundamental flaw in how we think about this stuff. So what on earth went so wrong? Well, it all boils down to something called the calcium paradox. And believe me, this isn't just some abstract science term. This paradox explains the dangerous and totally unintended consequence of some of the most common health advice out there.
Okay, so to really get to the bottom of this, we're going to break it down into 5 key parts. First, we'll tackle the paradox itself. Then, we're going to uncover the crucial missing partners that vitamin D absolutely needs to work. We'll also figure out the right kind of vitamin and the right way to take it, nail down how much you actually need, and then wrap it all up with a super simple checklist you can use right away.
Alright, so at the very heart of the calcium paradox is a story like Arthur's. For 8 years, Arthur was the perfect patient. He diligently took his vitamin D and calcium, just like the doctor ordered. And the result? Yeah, he had strong bones, but his heart was in dangerously bad shape. A total disaster.
So here's what's actually happening inside your body. Think of vitamin D as a gatekeeper. Its main job is to swing open the gates in your intestines and let calcium flood into your bloodstream. But, and this is the huge flaw in the plan, once that calcium gets into your blood, it's basically blind. It has no GPS, no instructions on where it's supposed to go.
And with no guide, what does all that extra calcium do? It starts parking illegally. Seriously. Instead of going to your bones where you want it, it starts building up in all the wrong places. Your arteries, your heart valves, even your kidneys. Layer by layer, year after year. This is what leads to those hardened arteries, those stiff heart valves, and yep, even painful kidney stones. Okay, so that sounds pretty scary, right? But here's the good news. There's a solution to all this chaos. It turns out vitamin D is not a solo act. It absolutely needs 2 crucial partners to stop this illegal parking and to even work properly in the first place. And partner number 1 is vitamin K2. I love this analogy. K2 is the traffic cop for calcium. Its job is to activate these little proteins that act like personal escorts. They literally grab the calcium out of your blood and guide it directly to your bones, while putting up do not enter signs in your arteries. It's that direct. And this isn't just a theory, you guys. The data on this is incredible. One huge study found that people who got the most K2 had a 52% lower risk of their arteries getting all calcified. 52%! That is literally the difference between having healthy, flexible arteries and those stone pipes we were talking about earlier. It's a massive difference. Okay, so who's the second missing partner? It's magnesium, and this analogy is just perfect. Think of vitamin D as a lamp. It's the hardware. It has all the potential to make light. But magnesium? That's the light bulb. Without the bulb, the lamp is just a piece of furniture. It's useless. Your body literally cannot activate or turn on vitamin D without magnesium to flip that switch. And here's the kicker. If you start taking a bunch of vitamin D without enough magnesium, your body starts pulling magnesium from all its reserves just to try and activate the D. This can trigger all sorts of weird symptoms you might not connect to it, like heart flutters, those awful Charlie horses in your legs, anxiety, trouble sleeping. All of these are warning signs that your light bulb is burning out. But it's not just about adding these partners, as crucial as they are. The next couple of mistakes are a little more subtle. They're all about making sure you're using the right tool for the job, and just as important, using it the right way.
Okay, so a lot of doctors still prescribe something called vitamin D2. It's the form that comes from plants. But let me tell you, using D2 instead of D3 is like choosing a paper raincoat in a downpour. It's just not gonna work. D3 is the real deal. It's the exact same form your body naturally makes from sunlight, and it's way, way more effective.
And hey, don't just take my word for it. The research is crystal clear on this one. Vitamin D3 is a whopping 87% more effective at actually raising your levels in your blood compared to D2. So if you look at your supplement bottle and it says ergocalciferol, that's D2, and you're basically getting shortchanged. But even if you've got the right stuff, the D3, you could be literally pouring it down the drain. Here's why. Vitamin D is fat soluble. That's just a scientific way of saying it doesn't mix with water. So if you take it with just a glass of water or your morning black coffee, most of it won't even get absorbed.
It needs a little fat raft to carry it from your stomach into your bloodstream. And the fix for this one is so easy. Just take your vitamin D with a meal or a snack that has some healthy fat in it. We're talking about things like eggs, some avocado, a handful of nuts, even full-fat yogurt. That's all it takes to massively boost absorption and make sure the vitamin is actually getting into your body to do its job.
All right, this brings us to our last and honestly, maybe the most common mistake of all. People are simply not taking enough vitamin D to make a real difference in the first place. This quote just says it all, doesn't it? Taking 600 or 800 IU of vitamin D to correct a deficiency is like filling a swimming pool with a teaspoon. The standard government recommendations, the RDAs, they were created decades ago for one single purpose: to prevent a severe bone disease in children called rickets. They were never, ever designed for optimal modern-day health. So look at the difference here. The RDA is set up to get your blood level just over 20, the bare minimum to not get rickets. But all the modern research shows that for your immune system, your brain, your heart to function at their best, you want to be in a range of 40 to 60. And to get there, if you're low, you need a real dose, usually somewhere between 3,000 and 5,000 IU a day, not that little 600 IU teaspoon. So, what's the key takeaway here? It's simple. Don't guess. Please, don't guess. The only way to know the right dose for your body is to get a simple blood test. Just ask your doctor for a 25-hydroxy vitamin D test. Once you know your number, then you can supplement smart to get into that sweet spot, that 40 to 60 range. Okay, wow, we have covered a ton of ground. I know. So let's pull all 5 of these key points together into one super clear action plan that you can use to make sure you're doing this the right way.
Here it is, your 4-step vitamin D plan. Number 1, add the partners. That's your K2 and your magnesium. Number 2, check the type. Make sure it's D3, not D2. Always. Number 3, take it with fat. A meal, a snack, whatever works. And number 4, know your dose. Get tested and aim for that 40 to 60 range. That's it. It's really that simple.
You know, at the end of the day, I think it helps to think of it like this. Vitamin D is your star quarterback. It's a huge player. But even the best quarterback can't win the game all by themselves, right? They need their team. K2, magnesium, and that healthy fat, that's vitamin D's team. And for the play to work, you need everyone on the field doing their job.
And that really leaves us with one last big thought. If something we all thought was so simple, so basic, like taking vitamin D, is actually this complicated and widely misunderstood, it really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other common health rules should you be questioning to really truly take control of your own health?